Yo, 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 what's up, people? Jason Cole, J. Cole, comedian here. Happy frickin' New Year. Are you doing good? Are you hungover? I'm not. I stayed home. I did have a gig booked in Antioch, but when the producer told me there'd be no pay, I decided to skip it and stay home. Pro tip, producers, pay comedians. Imagine hiring a band or a solo guitarist for New Year's and saying there's no money. But it's okay to do it for a comedian. So anyway, we're walking through my neighborhood here in beautiful Oakland, California. We got a fun point of interest coming up here. Like a year ago, there was like an FBI raid. This is like a nice neighborhood. We got yards and stuff. White people. It's a really nice place to live. And there's they surrounded the house like they do. Come out with your hands up, and then we're gonna walk by the house in question, and then they put one of those robot things to throw in the tear gas. I never saw anything about it on the news. It's time to go to nextdoor.com and ask about it. But anyway, we're gonna walk by the house. And what's interesting about this house, I've actually done a bit about it on stage a while back, is that this guy has no less than like 7 or 8 to 9 Volvo cars on his parked outside his house. 9, like he's running a Volvo dealership. And here's the plot twist: they all have what's the live free and die state, whatever the hell that is. I guess I'm walking by. Here it is. Yeah, New Hampshire plates. Now we're walking by. Look at all these Volvos. Here we go. Number 1. Right there. Second Volvo right there. Third Volvo right there. All New Hampshire plates. Here we go. You want another Volvo? I got you covered. Now we got a Jeep. Now another Volvo. Two more Volvos in the driveway. And a red Volvo. How many Volvos was that? So then you can see the wood covering up the window. That's where the FBI made entry. What is the guy doing? The guy's running a fucking Volvo mafia. Very interesting. I like this cactus, by the way. Total non sequitur. So that's the live free or die. I can't remember what my joke was. Maybe he was a Volvo dealer in New Hampshire. Who makes Volvos? Swedes? It's a Swedish mafia. Okay, now we're walking to a place to go walking. And this is where local boys drop off the stolen cars and trash. It's a good place to do it. I don't see any stolen cars at the moment. Anyway, this is new Jason. This is November. What is it? It's a new year. What could possibly go wrong? I hate being online. I hate comedy. I hate people, but I need to go viral. But in all seriousness, I need to figure something out. I need to get out of California. It's so freaking expensive. Am I right? Costs. I can't even remember why I wanted to start filming this. But anyway, this is new. I'm bringing back the podcast. I'm doing video shorts. I'm going to do everything I can to fucking try to quit my day job. Now here's where they drop off the trash and they just throw it away. I think it'd be cool to do like a reality show where you hide like Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator, but to catch a dumper, hiding up in the trees, and then you come out and go have a seat in one of these chairs you're throwing into the fucking yard. I did once. They did have a huge pile of trash here, and I looked through it, and there was like some construction work, and there was a plastic bag from a Chinese restaurant with a receipt in it, and I'm like, I'm going to go to this Chinese restaurant. Did you see any people that look like losers? Anyway, so it's been raining. We're going to go down this mud pit here. We're by the world famous Dunsmuir house, by the way. I wish I had looked up who Dunsmuir was. Probably a white guy, an industrialist. But yeah, 2026. What is going to change How am I going to change? Never change. But I've been born and raised in California, and I got to leave. I don't want to go because I don't know anybody anywhere else. But this comedy scene hates me, obviously. It's just so expensive. So many dumb people. Anyway, do you know how burdensome it is to be the funniest person on this scene and everyone hates you? Shit. Anyway, this is new for 2026. I'm vlogging. Have you heard about it? It's only been around since fucking 20 years. I don't want to swear too much, but it is fun. Anyway, I'm exercising. I love doing comedy. You see a lot of black comics making fun of white people for hiking, and that's a fair point. We do love our hiking, but hiking goes by another name. It's called exercise. Anyway, so new for 2026. Where do you want to see me? How do you want to consume me? You want vlogs? You want a podcast? You want street interviews where I go talk shit? What do you want from me? I need to go viral. Back in the day, when you go viral, you go to the doctor and get some ointment. Fucking herpes simplex 12. All right, we're going up a hill. It's a metaphor for my life. Do you know the last time I performed at Cobb's Comedy Club was 2019? Back when I wasn't very good. But it's okay. It's a meritocracy. Woo! Just imagine if I just came out and sucked a few dicks, I might get booked more. I guess if I came out as gay, they still wouldn't book me. You know what I mean? It's a weird scene. Okay, now I'm exercising. How long should these vlogs be? Who's interested? Who's gonna follow me? Okay, this is quite wet. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, quitting comedy. I had a fun suicide joke. One of the cool things about suicide is that you quit comedy at the same time. It's like killing two birds with one exhaust pipe hose. All right, we're going up the big hill. Woo! And then we got some nice views here. This is why normally you could see San Francisco. But that's the rub, moving to Austin or San Antonio, where I have family, or Nashville, is that, yes, there's less retarded leftists and high prices and all that, but there's no mountains. And let's face it, far-right Trump supporters aren't that fun to be around, but at least they shower and have jobs. But anyway, California, that's the rub. Not only do we have the best potholes, the most crime, highest cost of living, we've got mountains and shit. And I need my mountains. All right, I made it to the top of the hill. You can see it's beautiful except for the clouds. Oh yeah. If you'll stay with me, we're gonna walk down this creepy trail. It's a good place to film a movie. All right, here we are. Look at me vlogging like one of those young cocksuckers. I'm gonna get half a dozen likes. It's gonna be amazing. That's the other thing I learned is that with this whole comedy scene, never forget, a comedy club is a bar restaurant that has comedians off in the corner on a stage. They gotta sell food and beverage, so butts in the seats. They don't care how good your rape joke is, you gotta put butts in the seats. And that's why people with huge followings on TikTok get booked. I swear, I send in my Avail, San Jose Improv, Barrel Proof, all that stuff. And then I go look at who's playing there, these out-of-town headliners that nobody knows. And I'm like, oh, let me see if my style of comedy, i.e. stuff that has actual punchlines, see if my style of comedy fits this person's style of comedy for a good fit at a show. And I'll go listen to them, and they'll be so bad. I'm like, I don't even want to even open for this clown. But they're young and pretty. It's a crazy scene. I know comparison is the thief of joy, and I don't know. You know when you go to a funeral and you're jerking off? No, you go to a funeral and there are people like, oh, so-and-so never had a bad word to say about anybody. That was like Sean Boyles, rest in peace. He was such a nice guy. But honestly, you've lived a life of 10, 20, 30, 40 years and you don't have anything bad to say about anybody? Have you not talked to people? Look at me. You gotta be able to say something bad at me. I'm a fucking asshole. All right, here we are in Creepy Trail. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to film a movie here? It's a good place to dump the bodies down there. Look at me vlogging and shit. This is amazing. So we're gonna walk to the end here, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. But appreciate all your support. I wanted it to see how I start the year with how many. I have the most abysmal social media presence. I have 92 subscribers on YouTube. Please subscribe there. I'm going to be putting a lot of content. I'm going to be doing some cooking stuff. Show y'all my favorite stuff I like to cook out of my gourmet fucking kitchen. So anyway, J. Cole Comedian on YouTube. J. Cole Comedian on X, formerly known as Twitter. Sorry. And then what's the other thing called? Instagram. The fucking gram. Who's got a gram? Don't do drugs. I am sober, which is crazy. Taking a break from weed, and I think the hardest part about being sober is that you're never high as fuck, right? Like, it's terrible. Oh, you can look, the water's flowing. I can't figure this shit out. We're gonna walk down to the water. Take that. You know who could use this water? Iran. Yeah. Death to the Ayatollah. I'm all over the place, but I am sober. So that's good. It took me many decades to not be drinking on New Year's Eve, which we all know is amateur hour. But here we are walking. That's another thing. I'm walking from my house, and you're in nature. You can't do that in San Antonio or Austin or all these flat places. And yeah, so we're gonna walk down to the water. I'm gonna baptize my bulls. Maybe there's a dead body. Maybe I get on the news. I can promote my next show, which, by the way, I'm not booked till January 8th, but that's okay. My favorite is when I reach out to a booker over like Messenger, and I'm like, hey, I heard about your show. Here's the clip. And then they give me a thumbs up, and then you never hear from them. It's like, just tell me you're not interested. Then again, I used to do that to people. I wouldn't do thumbs up. I'd say, I'll get back to you, or I got you on the list. It happens. You know what we need to normalize is that when producers reach out to you, I hate it when they reach out and say, hey, do you want to do my show? Is it really that hard to have a copy paste paragraph, you know, in your notes on your phone? You just copy paste that says, hi, I have a show at this venue. Do you want to do it on this date? Start time so-and-so. Set length, this length. Pay is this. We also got to normalize. They should be able to, a producer of a comedy show should tell you that the show is a pile of shit. They're like, hey, I want you to do my show. It's actually a pile of shit. I don't promote it. The venue hates you. No one there knows a comedy show is happening. Do you want to do it? It's 3 hours away. It's good exposure because you're going to get herpes. What's this orange thing here? Got to figure out camera angles. Looks like a pumpkin. Yeah. Can I just change this? I wish I knew something about anything. That looks like a lot of foam. It looks like a wall urinal at the Roundup in Lafayette. So here we are. I believe this feeds into San Leandro Creek. And there's a rope there if you want to lynch somebody. It's like a rope swing. So that's Creepy Trail, Oakland, California. So what do y'all think? Vlogs, street interviews, owning libtards? Oy vey. Uh-oh, I see somebody smoking some marijuana. Huh? The weed police. We're on to it. That's how I know I'm getting older, is there's signs, you know. I start picking up trash when I'm going hiking. When I was younger, when I was younger, I was a stoner, but I didn't throw trash. But you get old, you start picking up trash on the trail. I start getting into bird watching. And sometimes when I fart, I shit in my pants. Thank you. Good night.